have no idea what the fuck.
Welcome to another episode of I Have No Idea What the Fuck Were. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about. The premise of this show, if this is the first time that you're running into this, is that by the time you hear me say, welcome to another episode of I Have No Idea What the Fuck, I literally have just decided what it is that I'm going to talk about. So it's pretty much spontaneous, shoot from the hip, but I try to give my best insight on the topic that I'm going to talk about. So today we're going to talk about how testicles have taste buds. This is a little bit of a deviance from what I usually talk about. I usually get a little bit more deep and esoteric, but this time I just wanted to talk about, I'm not all just deep and esoteric. There are waves on the surface of the ocean, things that are a little bit more superficial that I find amusing, but I may try to sneak and find a way to tie it into some deeper concepts. Who knows? But I was on this site called theballreport.com, TheBallreport.com. And the name of the article is There Are Taste Buds in Your Testicles. So first off, let me just say that I didn't go looking for this site. Okay. So, I'm not that kind of weirdo, man. I mean, I didn't wake up and say, let me look for, a testicles website. That's what I mean. I didn't just, spontaneously, it didn't just pop into my head. What happened was I was on TikTok, which, social media kind of have a love-hate relationship with, because, unless you can find something that you really have a deep interest in, that you can make work for you in some practical way, it can be very vapid and you'll just be on there forever and you'll have wasted your entire day. You'll feel good, but nothing will have really got done. So one thing I sometimes I struggle to do is make social media useful, but sometimes there are completely unuseful things on social media. And I was going through TikTok and there was this really funny video where this duetted video where this girl was saying,
did y'all know that if a dude puts his balls in something, he can taste it? He can taste it? I wish I was kidding. I wish I was. I'm not. If you have testicles, please dip your balls in something. It's for science, and I must know.
Did you know that if a man, dips his balls in food, he can taste them? And I was like, what? And then I was, of course I was dying. I was like hilariously laughing. And then the girl shows a screenshot of Wikipedia, which is the most reliable information source in the world, that testicles have taste buds. But, even though, Wikipedia isn't the most reliable information source in the world, it's kind of insinuated that even if what Wikipedia is putting up there might have slightly hyperbolized truth, there is a centralized, it's mostly true. Like the article is mostly true. So I just decided to, look up, on Google, do your testicles have taste buds? And there were several articles, all the way on the first page, all the way down, all different articles. And so I decided to click on one, and that was theballreport.com. So, which is extremely hilarious. You go onto the page, and I don't know the name of this font, but it has this really serious Washington Post font for the name of like it's a fucking newspaper or something. And then it says The Ball Report, and the subtext the subtitle says beating testicular cancer one ball at a time, which is cool. It's like, grabs your attention by being silly, but it has a real cause. That's pretty cool. And then you scroll down and it's the title of the article, which says There Are Taste Buds in Your Testicles, published on September 3rd, 2015. So, wow, this has been out for almost 5 years, and I didn't know about this. So it says, going into the article, it says that I'll just read one. I'll just read a paragraph. The process of generating sperm is a complex one that scientists are still working out. Recently, one mystery was solved when scientists identified the macrophages that create the stem cell niche that allow mammalian testicles to produce sperm and create new life. This is important not just for fertility treatment, but also across medicine. If we can figure out how to trigger the manufacture of stem cells, we can use those stem cells to treat all kinds of diseases. Balls are important. The taste bud thing, though, is a little weirder. The tongue contains the largest density of taste detecting neurons, but they're also found in your stomach and intestines. That sort of makes sense. Food goes there, right? That's not all. You also have taste neurons in your lungs, brain, and balls. The balls ones are especially interesting as they only detect two flavors, sweet and the earthy flavor known as umami. Why they need to detect flavors at all is a mystery, but they're not just useless throwbacks. Scientists at Monell Chemical Senses Center in Philadelphia and the Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York City did an experiment in 2013 on mice where they blocked one or both of those flavor receptors in the balls. Blocking one resulted in mice producing slow, deformed sperm. Blocking both made the mice unable to produce sperm at all. What is the link between taste and fertility? We might be getting closer to figuring it out. So I thought that was really interesting that, testicles have taste buds, and taste is actually essential in producing sperm, at least in mice. The test has not been done on humans, but I would assume that there is some kind of similar relationship between taste and fertility. And I just really, this just literally the most random thing that happened today. And I just decided to put that in the annals of history that, testicles have taste buds. So before you put that microchip in your brain and you're trying to enhance, human capabilities with machines, maybe we need to look a little bit more closely at how our balls can taste things. So get a little bowl of soy sauce, fellas, and dip your balls in it. Let me know in the comments section what happened. Keep it, generally decent, but just let the world know what you tasted. And the more you taste, I guess the more sperm you'll produce. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. This was a weird one, but I think it's going to be a good one. Thanks, guys, for listening and supporting the podcast. And as always, if you're seeing this on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, watch a few more videos, and check out my podcast on Apple, Google, Anchor, wherever you can find it. Peace.